My feet. Shall we roll the dice? I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
Holy moly, are these all raptures?
Yes. More victims claimed by the crystals, it would seem. What is it?
I'm taking a closer look at these raptures. And something seems a bit strange to me.
Tell us!
The amount of corpses increases the more we move forward. Judging from the direction in which they've fallen, it seems to indicate that they were heading towards us. Shifty mentioned that there's a city beyond this narrow path, right? It reminds me of a train station.
Why are you talking about trains all of a sudden?
People often commute to work using the train, yes? They gather at the station, and when the train doors open, they all rush to get inside. It's a mass of arms and elbows. And the few people who manage to break through the crowd are able to get inside the train. Precisely. The only curious thing is that why would the raptures leave a wide open area and cram themselves into this confined path? That's the only way it makes sense to me. Something happened in the city beyond, and I think the raptures tried to escape through this path.
Commander, many of these raptures have damaged parts. Their legs and other appendages seem to have been crushed. It's as if they collided with something, or were trampled upon.
So, a bunch of raptures ran away? Is their programming even capable of that?
But what could they have been running from?
Everyone? Up ahead of you, 3 o'clock, on the wall.
I don't see anything.
The crystals over there have been moving for some time now. It's hard to see clearly behind the pile of rapture corpses. But those crystals are gradually approaching. That much is certain. What? So the crystals really do move? Oh my gosh!
Are they coming for us?
Shh! Quiet!
It's here!
Here we go.
I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Go, boy! Chalk up another victory for the commander!
All clear.
Are they really dead?
Oh, they're dead as doornails.
The light in the crystals has been completely extinguished.
Let me get a closer look. Are you sure it's dead?
I've never been more sure of anything.
Okay. Hammering, help me. I'm gonna open up this one.
Sure.
Its insides are a complete mess. I do see a single trail, though.
What do you mean by trail?
You remember how the crystal attempted to reach my core by entering through my hand? It's the same as that. The path it's created here is a bit wider, though. It's still intact, and it heads straight for the Rapture's core. There's been extensive damage to the core as well. I don't understand this.
Wait a moment. I'm expecting a call soon.
A call? From who? The Botanical Garden Squad wants to connect with us. I'll patch you through. Hello, I'm Flora from Botanic Garden Squad. Hammering briefed me on the situation. I've been receiving continual updates because the crystals in that region are exhibiting plant-like characteristics.
Should we really be discussing this out in the open?
It's fine. This is an official mission that is out in the open. It's just that the Special Commando was the only squad we had available to deploy.
Oh.
Seeing it in person would be optimal. However, since that isn't possible, I've made an informed guess based on the information provided by Hammering. First, I'm proceeding on the assumption that the crystals are indeed plants. We would need to get our hands on a sample or observe it up close to know the details. But in light of that rapture you all saw, it would appear that the crystals grow from within the rapture and eventually penetrate through its surface.
Like a parasite?
Yes. The crystals appear to absorb the energy of their host and use it as a form of nourishment. Servant or masterclass raptures have relatively small cores, meaning they provide less nourishment. For lower level raptures, once their energy is absorbed, they are discarded. That rapture you saw was a Lord class. It has a much larger core and thus significantly more energy. Rather than absorb its energy at one go and kill the host, it seems to have realized that it is better to parasitize and absorb its energy bit by bit. Of course, this is all based on the assumption that the crystals are indeed plant-based organisms. Parasitic behavior is not uncommon in the plant world. In fact, it happens on a fairly regular basis. A classic example would be cordyceps, even though they technically aren't plants.
Why do they exhibit parasitic behavior?
Simple, to propagate the species. Plants are more or less immobile due to their roots. Plants have the ability to extend their roots towards nutrients, but this is a painfully slow process. Therefore, they either feed their seeds to something which is more mobile, or parasitize it.
It's all about expanding their domain.
That's correct.
Could this have something to do with why the raptures ran away?
Unfortunately, I don't know enough at this point to say much. Plants are not aggressive organisms. If they do parasitize, they tend to do it in a clandestine manner, since it's more beneficial for their survival. They do not actively threaten their host.
That's if we're assuming these things are indeed plant-based life forms.
Exactly. That's the key point. While they exhibit some plant-like characteristics, they don't physically resemble them in any way whatsoever.
Okay, thanks for the intel. We'll keep it in mind.
Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I'd like to be there with you, but things in the Ark are quite dire. If the opportunity presents itself, I hope to see you on the surface.
Thanks again.
You're welcome, and take care.
Let's give ourselves an overview of the situation. These crystals can act as parasites, leeching on Lord-class raptures. In the city up front, there's something that made the raptures run away. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. Thanks for the summary.
We should get a move on.
Should we continue, Commander? Roger.
Good decision. No risk, no reward.
All right then. I'll open the door in front of us.